If you're hearing this, it means the barricades did not hold. I don't know how much time I have left, so listen carefully. People always imagine the world ending with explosions, chaos, screaming, but that's not how this started. The first signs were harmless, so painfully normal that most of us scrolled right past them. A strange headline here, an odd video there, nothing anyone took seriously. But if zombies appeared in the modern world, would you even notice before it was too late? I didn't, and the one mistake I made, just one, was enough to let everything slip through. There's a truth about the outbreak no one's telling you. Let me tell you how it actually started. Back then, life felt painfully normal. Alarm blaring at 7 a.m. Half-dead commute on the metro, everyone glued to their screens like they were being paid to ignore reality. Delivery scooters weaving through traffic, influencers filming dance trends in crosswalks, people arguing online about things none of us would remember a week later. And threaded through that noise were warnings we didn't bother to see, the coughing videos that popped up overnight. Neighborhood posts about missing pets that mysteriously vanished. Even that bizarre CDC tweet, "Avoid contact with affected individuals," deleted 10 minutes after it appeared. Looking back, the signs were everywhere. But nobody cared. Not me, not you, not anyone. We were too busy living our little digital routines to notice the world tilting. The first time I realized something was wrong was the night I took that shortcut home. That street always felt a little too quiet, like even the wind avoided it. But that night, under a flickering street lamp, I saw him. A man standing perfectly still, facing away from me. His shoulders twitched, like he was trying to shake something off that wasn't there. I slowed and called out, "Are you okay, sir?" He turned faster than any normal person should. Not a step, just a snap, like his body forgot how to move naturally. His jaw clicked open and shut, bones grinding without muscle. He didn't say a word, just stared. I should have run right then. But my brain did what everyone's brain does. It tried to rationalize the impossible. Drugs, exhaustion, some stupid TikTok prank. Anything but the truth. When he lurched forward, I stumbled back, heart slamming against my ribs. But he didn't chase. He just reset like a glitching NPC. But that wasn't even the worst part. The next morning, the news finally caught up. By sunrise, the internet was burning. Every feed flooded with shaky videos of people attacking strangers, convulsing on sidewalks, biting like feral animals. At first, everyone laughed it off as some twisted marketing stunt. The word zombie trended with laughing emojis. Influencers staged fake attacks. Hospitals begged people to evacuate instead of film. And conspiracy pages battled over whether it was 5G, bioweapons, or some apocalyptic fungus. But buried beneath all the noise were the real clips. The ones that vanished minutes after posting. Doctors screaming as entire wards turned. Police radios hissing with static, then cutting out, and then the first city fell. No warning. No evacuation, just gone. People cried cover up, and maybe they were right. Every time someone got close to the truth, their account disappeared. A digital blackout spreading as fast as the infection. That was when I understood. This wasn't isolated. It was global. I thought I'd be safe at home. I was wrong. I barricaded myself inside with anything I could drag in front of the door dresser, chair, even the kitchen table toppled on its side. Outside, sirens wailed nonstop, blending with distant screams and the dull, rhythmic thud of something slamming against metal shutters. Emergency alerts buzzed through my phone, each one more frantic than the last. But there was something the news didn't tell you. Something I only learned by watching from my window. The infected didn't react to sound. They reacted to movement. A single passing car sent half a dozen sprinting. A drone overhead caused them to swarm like ants following vibrations. Even the shifting glow of a TV screen in someone's apartment window drew them in like moths. Suddenly, every tiny action felt dangerous, breathing too close to the blinds, shifting my weight on the floorboards. I learned that rule the hard way. My neighbor across the hall, Maya, had been texting me nonstop since the lockdown began. We weren't close before this, just exchanged awkward elevator smiles. But fear turned strangers into friends. Around midnight, her texts stopped. I figured she'd fallen asleep until I heard a soft click outside. She'd opened her door. Through the peephole, I saw her standing there, phone flashlight turned on, shining straight into the hallway like a beacon. "Hello?" she whispered. "Is someone there?" Before I could knock or call out, they emerged, 3 of them sprinting from the stairwell like the light had dragged them out of the dark. She didn't even have time to scream. Her phone hit the floor with a sound I'll never forget. That was when I stopped believing rescue was coming. But I still had to survive the longest night of my life. That night felt endless. I stayed frozen on the floor, listening to the infected pace outside, heavy, uneven footsteps scraping across pavement. Every few minutes one would burst into a sprint, chasing something only it could sense. The contrast was horrifying. Stillness, then sudden violence. Around 7 a.m., my phone buzzed. A low battery alert loud enough to echo. Panic shot through me. If the screen lit up, even for a second, I had to crawl to the charger I'd left in the kitchen. Inch by inch, breath held, muscles burning. When I reached the doorway, one of them slammed into my window, snarling at the faint movement. If I'd shifted 2 inches more, you wouldn't be hearing this. I managed to kill the screen just in time, but the pounding didn't stop for a long, long while. And that's when I learned the truth. In the quiet between their footsteps, I opened the files a friend sent me hours before the networks went dark. Grainy classified footage, unfamiliar labs, hazmat suits arguing, alarms flashing. At first I thought it was fake, a deep web prank. Then I saw the timestamp and the logo of an agency that doesn't exist. I watched something strapped to an operating table, something not quite human, not quite dead, thrashing violently before the feed cut out. This wasn't an accident. And the worst part? They knew. The missing pets, the coughing, the deleted posts, it wasn't random. It was a leak. A failed containment. An engineered horror that slipped through the cracks. Which brings me to why I'm recording this. If they find me before you finish this, remember the rule? I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you because you need to understand something I didn't. I wasn't just a witness, I helped this along without realizing. I opened a package that wasn't meant for me. I clicked a video that autoplayed before I could stop it. I ignored a warning message that said, "Do not share." Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was everything. But whatever I did, it was enough. I used to laugh at the idea that one tiny action could end the world. Now I'm living proof. So if you're hearing this, stay aware, stay quiet, stay alive. Don't trust the calm. Don't trust the silence. Because the moment things go still, the real danger begins, because they're close now. I hear them in the hallway slow at first, sniffing, dragging their feet, then slamming against the door down the corridor. The walls shake with every hit. I'm whispering because even my breath feels too loud. Something just brushed my door fingers. They're listening, waiting. I don't know how long I can stay hidden, but remember this. Stillness is your only shield. Don't panic, don't run, don't even flinch. If the world ever goes quiet, don't move. Subscribe our channel for more videos.